Going the distance with local sports. Covering the Loretto Mustangs, Summertown Eagles, and Lawrence County Wildcats. Basketball, football, baseball, and more. This is the X Sports Network.
All right, welcome into Mount Pleasant, Tennessee on a dark and stormy night. Welcome into the District 10 AA District Championship. Welcome into Loretto and Summertown, round 3. We'll do it 2 nights in a row. This is Clint Brazier. I'll be doing the play-by-play with you. Brad Nielsen's also joining me. He'll be our color guy. Also, Mr. Josh McDonald will be our stat man extraordinaire for tonight's men's district championship for Summertown and Loretto. Josh, me and you got to cover that game last night. We'll go over real briefly for those that may be joining in tonight that don't know or didn't pay attention or watch last night. The Lady Mustangs 3-0 against Summertown. They completed a win last night, but it wasn't as easy as it was the first 2 times. Summertown kind of building a little bit of momentum, but at the end of the day, tip your hat to Loretto. They found a way to win. What did you take away from last night, Josh?
Well, I think if you're Summertown, if you're a Lady Eagle fan, you got to come away with some confidence as every one of those players do last night. Came out, hot as could be, first quarter, lights out, 7-9 from the field. Built a 12-point lead at one point in the first, 10-point lead at the end of one, and gradually, they went cold after that. They were 0-12 in the last 3 periods from 3. Loretto just gradually chipped away a couple points at a time, and fourth quarter finally pulled away and made some free throws down the stretch to close out a 53-45 win in a district championship. But I think Summertown, it's kind of the reversal of last year. Summertown won all those games. Loretto gradually got a little bit closer and a little bit closer. And if you're Summertown, you've got to come away pretty confident and somewhat satisfied with how the gains that you're making on Loretto.
Absolutely. I've got a daughter on that squad, and I think she knows. Me and Brad touched on this off air before we ever came on. I think the kids know Loretto's not unbeatable.
Yep.
And I think they've got a little confidence out of it. I'm not a big moral victory guy, but I think you got to take a little bit out of that to realize you were there. You had a lead in the fourth quarter, and you were there. Brad, welcome in. We missed you last night. I know you went and watched Lawrence County in their district championship last night. Me and you covered that game at Loretto when Summertown pulled out a close win. What are you looking for tonight in this men's contest in this district championship?
I mean, between the 2 games, it's 6 points. One was a 2-point win. One was a 4-point win. Both teams can probably go back and find 10, 12 points that they feel like they should have had.
Absolutely.
I'm going to say free throws being the easy, low-hanging fruit for both teams. Summertown in particular at Summertown. Tobias has to have a big game, has to have his handprint all over this one. Davis, one of the 2 games, did not score much for Loretto. That's uncommon. It's something as a Mustang fan, it's just almost unheard of for him not to be in double figures. So those 2 for Loretto have got to show up. For Summertown, they live and die shooting the basketball, off the dribble a lot. You've just got to get decent looks. It doesn't have to be great looks for them because they have such good shooters. But you got to get decent looks and not get a little bit antsy early in the game to where you dig a hole.
Well, on that note, Brad, Summertown with a Mr. Basketball finalist in Gavin Burleson. He's had a great senior year. He's had a great career, but he's had a great senior year. If you're Coach Long, you've got to be feeling good because his baby brother, Grayson, the freshman, in the last 2 games have scored over 65 points in 2 games, had 41 huge points the other night in the semifinal contest. So you got to feel good that you're going to at least right now feel like you're getting some help to go with your Mr. Basketball finalists. But they're getting ready to call out the start lineups. We're going to take a 1-minute break. We're going to come right back and get ready for tip-off action. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Story and Lee, the Tennessee Valley's most dynamic furniture store, featuring our made-in-America galleries with solid wood dining and bedrooms, leather furniture, mattresses, and so much more. You want it? We've got it. With our 3 acres of showroom and our huge warehouse, we're sure to have exactly what you want. And it's all ready to be delivered to your home absolutely free. Just try that anywhere else. We are Story and Lee.
All right, welcome back to Mount Pleasant. Starting lineup's being called out now for Loretto. Number 1, Jack Welch. Number 0, Clint Seymour. Number 14, Caleb Davis. Number 20, Brennan Tips. And number 24, Tobias Sermones. For Summertown. Summertown will be the home team in their white to start this contest. They'll be traveling toward us. Number 12, Harrison Gobble. Number 23, Grayson Burleson. Number 24, Gavin Burleson. Number 14, Jake Smith. And number 42, Caden Trotter. Well, guys, I think I stand corrected. I said last night it was 6 years in a row for Summertown and Loretto girls, and I think tonight would make 5 years in a row. I was wrong. This is 6 years in a row on the men's side that Summertown and Loretto have played each other in a district championship.
Well, and the fact that it's spread out over 2 different classifications just shows you even more how dominant and talented each one of these teams have been over these last 6 years.
Good to see Tobias and Gavin. They're cutting up with each other. Now, listen, once this ball gets tipped up, everybody hates each other. But, you know, they respect each other. They know how good of programs each other's got. So it'll be Gavin against Tobias. And just because of a mistimed jump, Gavin Burleson's going to win the tip-off. Jake Smith has it for Summertown. He's at the top of the key. He's going to hand off to Grayson Burleson. Loretto applying the trap. Now they kick out to Harrison Gobble. He had the 3, but he kicks out to Jake Smith. Now to Gavin. Gavin penetrating the middle. We're going to get a check foul. And as I said last night, Josh, you were on that call. If we're going to call something that handsy this quick, this could get interesting at the end of the ball game.
That's the first one on Davis. Mustang's in kind of a triangle and 2 right now, guarding both the Burlesons man-to-man.
And Brad, if you can remember, Davis and Gavin Burleson both got in foul trouble at Loretto, and that came up to be big. Going to get an air ball on a 3-pointer, going to get a jump ball on the top with Davis and Trotter. It's going to possession error is going to send it to Loretto.
And that's something Summertown's had in these first 2 matchups. They've had Harrison Gobble and Jake Smith make some big threes when they've been left over, and it's it'll be interesting to see how it works tonight.
Harrison Gobble don't score a lot of points, but he's hit about the 4 or 5 biggest threes Summertown's had all year. Mm-hmm. One to seal the deal against Lawrence County and one against Loretto at home.
Well, and same thing goes for the Mustangs. Seymour and Welch have played really well in this matchup so far.
Tips drive the middle, kicks out to Seymour. Seymour gives it right back to Tips. Tips going to reset. He's going to dribble back to the top of the key here at this Mount Pleasant logo. He hands off to Davis. Davis on the right wing to Seymour in the corner. Seymour going to feed down low to Sermone. Sermone's getting trapped. Now he kicks up to Jack Welch. Jack Welch layup good. Good find by Sermones as he finds Welch. Welch finished the basket, puts Loretto on lead. On the ensuing, Gavin Burleson drives the baseline. His shot gets blocked. Turns it back over to Loretto. Seymour open for 3. Back of the rim, no good. Fight for the rebound. Jake Smith comes out of there with it. Jake's pushing. Gives out to Gavin. Gavin got a wide open layup. His layup good with his left hand. Knots it up at 2.
Well, and that's something on one of the previous possessions. Tobias, anytime he gets it, Summertown's going to collapse that defense down. Those open 3 shooters on the wing, whether it be Seymour or Welch, got to be ready for that pass.
They got to be ready to catch and shoot it. Going to get another touch foul. This time it'll be on Summertown and Trotter.
If Tobias will be smart when he's catching the ball, if he has the quick move, go quick to the rack. Otherwise, be patient, allow the double to come, and you're going to be able to find that shooter or the cutter then.
Seymour has it now on the inbounds at the top of the key. He gives over to Tips. Tips here on the left wing. He's going to dribble back to the top and reset his offense. Tips crossing over on Smith. Now he's going to clear back out. Caleb Davis with it on the right wing, back to Tips up top. Tips driving in, little floater up, off the glass and good. Good shot by Brendan Tips. And that puts Loretto on top 4-2.
Good body control by Brendan after taking a little contact.
Jake Smith open for 3 in the corner. It's too hard. Fight for the rebound. Jack Welch come out of there with it.
Trotter was lucky to not get his second.
Tips throwing the lob up. And as Brad had said, Trotter was lucky not to get his second on the rebound. But now he's going to get it on the long lob pass down low, trying to defend Sermones. So now that will immediately get Weston Pigg up, and he'll get Trotter, who's got 2 quick fouls with 5:33 to go here in the first.
Who's the matchup for Tobias now that Trotter's out probably?
Well, I would say that it's going to be Pigg because Pigg's real long. He's not very tall, but he's really, really long. And I'd say that's going to be it. And then still, as we'd said, going to be double-teamed every time he touches on the block.
You got to pick your poison whether you're going to play behind him or front him now with the smaller player in.
Yeah, kind of like Summertown had to do last night when Burdette got in foul trouble. Feed down low to Welch. Welch layup up and good. You could tell Gavin Bertelson did not want to contest that and pick up a foul here early. And that extends lead. Loretto leads 6-2. Jake Smith up to Grayson Bertelson. Grayson coming off a screen. Let's see if that's on Davis.
That's a huge
foul.
foul.
Oh, man.
No, they're going to get jacked.
Caleb Davis just blew a huge sigh of relief.
as did half this gym.
At least in black.
Jake Smith to Gavin Burleson. Gavin's going to step back 3, bury it. Cuts the lead 6-5 in favor of Loretto. Gavin Burleson with all 5 points now for Summertown.
Such a quick release off the dribble.
Caleb Davis with it in the corner for Loretto. Up top to Jack Welch. Jack Welch driving, kicks out to Seymour. Clint Seymour hands off to Brendan Tips. Tips going to slow it down. Let his offense reset. Cole Campbell set to check in for Summertown. Tips driving in, floater up, no good. Rebound Sermon. Sermon's got it. Going to turn around, left-hander up, no good. Rebound Jake Smith. Jake up to Harrison Gobble. Back to Jake Smith. Grayson Burleson for a lone 3. Side of the rim, no good. Fight for the rebound. Sermons has it. Loses his footing a little bit, but he gets it out to Seymour. Seymour to Tips. Here comes Loretto. Also, Kaysen Bowie set to check in for Loretto.
Kaysen could really create a mismatch right here. If you got a 3-second call on Tobias.
Well, and Brad, to your point, I was literally just about to say, you put Bowie in with Sermons and Trotter not in the game. You better watch out if you're Summertown because there's going to be a huge mismatch.
Well, that or you're going to get one of the Burlesons having to guard a post player.
Absolutely. Now, Grayson Burleson can do it, but Kaysen Bowie's playing really well as a freshman. As Sermons, we all know what Sermons can do. Gavin Burleson gives up top to Jake Smith. Over to Cole Campbell, who's checked in for Harrison Gobble. Now Grayson Burleson has it. Up top to Jake Smith for 3. Back of the rim, no good. Fight for the rebound. Sermons got it. Now Weston Pigg's going to get way too aggressive trying to go a rebound that was already secured by Sermons. Weston Pigg's going to pick up an easy call.
Going to be his first, team third for Summertown. Pretty clean game so far, though. No turnovers by either team here in the first quarter, almost 5 minutes in.
So it looks like Gavin is going to be picking up Bowie coming down the court now.
So Tips has it. He's on the right wing. Gives over to Simones on the right baseline. Now Simones going to spin in, turn off the glass. Shot no good. Rebound Grayson Burleson. Grayson's pushing. Grayson going baseline. Shot up. Won't count either way. They're going to call the foul on the floor. So Summertown will be inbounding under their own goal.
Should be on Kaysen Bowie.
And guys, just to get a little bit off topic, have either one of y'all seen this guy that just handed the ball in all year refereeing?
One time.
I haven't seen him at all. Gavin Burleson, three-pointer in the corner, no good. Rebound Brendan Tips.
Hey, you know what? We're halfway through the first quarter before you realized who he was. He's doing a good job.
That's right. That's all you want to know.
Absolutely. You don't want to recognize him.
Cole Campbell comes in there and deflects a pass, trying to go to Caleb Davis. Gavin Burleson's layup up and good. And Summertown takes the first lead they've had, 7-6, with 2:32 to play here in the first quarter.
Mustangs just a little lackadaisical on the pass.
Well, Cole Campbell is Kaylee Campbell's little brother, and he's like a rat on acid.
And that is going to be the second right there on Caleb Davis as they're calling a moving screen, I believe. He put his hand behind his head.
He definitely called an offensive foul, and that will be on Davis. I think he said 14, Brad. You're exactly right. That will get Jack Welch and Jackson Robertson up. They're going to get Bowie and Davis, who, as Brad just said, picked up his second foul. That could be huge.
Definitely changes the offensive end for the Mustangs.
Cole Campbell hands off to Grayson Burleson. Grayson drives in the lane. His shot goes up, but it won't count because they're going to say he was fouled on the floor.
That's the second on Jack Welch as well. So now team foul number 5 against the Mustangs.
Coach Tips pleading his case. Grayson Burleson, jumper on the inbound, no good. Back of the rim. Brennan Tips has it, and he's crossed the timeline for Loretto.
That shot there, that's one Grayson with his size does not have to fade. Just pop straight up and take the regular jump shot.
Well,
make it easier on yourself.
And the bad thing was, the good thing was the last game he played, he scored over 40 points. The bad thing was he hit a lot of those shots.
Yep.
There's a difference in shooting those shots against Lewis County and Loretto. Clint Seymour with it, top of the key.
When everything's falling, I get it, but night in, night out, pop straight up. He's got the size to elevate over almost anybody guarding him 15 feet from the goal.
Tips driving all the way in, shot off the glass, no good, but Sermone's there with the rebound. He puts it up and in. Gives Loretto the lead back. They lead 8-7 with a minute and a half to go here in the first. Gavin Burleson crossing over, hands off to Jake Smith. Jake Smith's going to dribble clean up top. Grayson trying to penetrate, going to lose the handle of it, but luckily it goes right back to Weston Pig. Now Gavin Burleson's got it with Seymour all over him. Gavin working a baseline. He's going to step out of bounds, and he did. He can't believe it, but he did. That's one of the good views we've got up here in our perch. I could see that. And that's going to turn it back over to Loretto.
Got Harrison Gobble back in for the Eagles.
So I guess right now, Josh, with you saying that, Grayson Burleson is the post, and he's going to have to guard Sermones.
He's going to have help, though. They're definitely going to crash that on Tobias anytime he touches it right now. And Loretto really holding right here, being patient on offense.
All right, we're under a minute in the first. Tip's going to let a long three fly. It's up no good, and I think we're going to get Tobias Sermones for going over Grayson Burleson's back. And I think that's going to get Bowie up to probably get Sermones for these last 42 seconds.
Tobias' first, team foul number 6. So Summertown shooting free throws the rest of the way here in the first half.
That's still not a bad substitution, getting Tobias out 40 seconds to go, plus the quarter break. Buy some time for him.
Harrison Gobble with it, left wing. Feeds down low to Gavin. Gavin off the glass and good. Gavin Burleson finished. Puts Summertown on top 9-8. We're just under 30 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Boys, this quarter has flown by, and we've got 9 fouls.
9 fouls.
Robertson with it, feeds up top to Tips. Tips picked up by Jake Smith, gives over to Seymour. Seymour going to hand back off to Tips. Tips with 5 seconds, 4 seconds, 3 seconds. Robertson going to let the three fly at the buzzer. It's no good. And that's how the first quarter will end. Summertown leads at 9-8. We'll be back in 2 minutes. You're listening to Summertown and Loretto basketball on the X-Sports Network.
Since 1986, Southeast Carriers, Inc. has been a family-owned and operated business in Lawrenceburg, Tennessee. We strive to have updated equipment and technology to make our drivers' job easier. We offer large company pay and benefits with a small company atmosphere. Are you tired of just being a number when you call your current company? Here you will be known on a first-name basis, and all we ask is for you to give us an opportunity to prove that we are different than most trucking companies. For more information, visit southeastcarriers.com.
Family and community. Creating a positive experience at our family-owned and operated business is one of the ways we share that belief.
Being in an accident can be extremely stressful. When it came time for my repairs, Mashburn's made it easy.
I am lucky to have a wonderful company in my community like Mashburn's Collision Center. It's reassuring to know that I'm in good hands because they're
All right, welcome back to Mount Pleasant, Tennessee, here where we're in the district championship on the men's contest. Summertown Loretto. Summertown leads 9-8 as we start the second quarter. Gavin Burleson with it, top of the key, going to let the lone three fly in and out, no good. Rebound to Tobias Sermones, who's checked back in. He gives over to Tips, and here comes Loretto.
Mustangs are going to have to create a little bit of dribble penetration with somebody other than Tips. Tips is trying to get into the paint, but no one else has even attempted.
Good feed in from Seymour to Sermones. Sermones turns around and puts it up and in. And that puts Loretto back on top 9-10. Fed. Grayson Burleson. Shot up, rolls around and good. Finally, somebody, I think, besides, if my math is correct, Josh,
that is
somebody
correct.
besides Gavin Burleson finishes the basket. Fed down low. Sermones off, up, No good, but they're going to call that foul on the floor. Let's see who they tack that on.
I think they get Gobble. I think he's down low
12,
there.
yeah, I believe.
So that's going to be his first, team foul number 4 for Summertown.
We've got a little break. I'm going to give a big shout-out to Harley Johnson, Katie Criswell, and Emmy Clark, 3 Lawrence County Lady Cat players who have suffered a tough loss last night. They're in the house tonight watching men's basketball. Get a foul on the inbound. Go ahead, Josh.
I think they're going to get Weston on this one right here. And they do. That's going to be Weston's second team foul, number 5.
They inbound it to Tips, and he's got it.
Brad, you're talking about penetration. If you get Tobias that deep in the post, that's all the penetration you need.
Absolutely. If you can penetrate every, 4th or 5th trip down just to keep the defense honest, that's going to be the second. That's a blocking, moving screen on Tobias. So now you got he and Davis both with the pair.
It's going to be his second, team 7th player control foul. So no foul shots for Summertown as Bowie checks back in.
I also want to give a big shout-out to little sis, Miss Ashley Rutledge. I was hoping you was going to be here tonight, Coach. I was going to interview you because I hadn't got to all year. And as much as it pained me, I was going to say congratulations. But she says she's at home watching it. She stayed in. So we'll try to do you justice where you can keep up with what's going on. Jake Smith with it, left wing. Gives over to Grayson Burleson. Grayson, dribble driving. Tips just eating him up. Now Harrison Gobble's got it. Pump fake, spins in, reverse layup. Good. Good take by Harrison Gobble. That extends the lead 13-10 in favor of Summertown.
Nice job by Harrison using the rim and net to protect him from Bowie.
Coach Tips gets England up. We'll see who he gets. Tips is going to stutter step and just kind of lose his footing.
There's been a slick spot there the whole game.
Yeah,
I saw
Davis
Caleb
went down earlier.
So I think there's a wet spot or something slick right there around the logo.
Well, if there's a leak anywhere in the building, I promise we're going to find it tonight.
Well, if I know Coach Long like he does, he won't tell him to clean that till the second half.
Second half, he'll be out there on hands and knees with a towel.
Gavin Burleson gets it stripped by Robertson. Turnover to Loretto. Here comes Brendan Tips. Tips with it. Left wing. Penetrates the middle. Goes all the way up and under. Shot gets deflected a little bit, but Robertson gets the rebound. His shot goes up. It's no good, but he's fouled. And that should send Jackson Robertson on the line to shoot 2.
Foul should be on Jake Smith. If so, that'll be his first, team 6th.
Great effort by Robertson, both ends of the court.
Well, and that's what you're going to need with Tips and Tobias. I mean, Caleb and Tobias in foul trouble as Robertson misses the first. You're going to need these bench guys to come in and give you great minutes and a lot of effort and hustle.
Absolutely. Play as hard as you can for 2 or 3 minutes and get a break.
As they said, first one no good by Robertson. His second one rolls around. It's no good as well, but now we're going to get a foul going after the rebound. Let's see.
It's going to be on England. That's going to send Grayson to the line to shoot the bonus.
First on England, team foul number 8.
So as Brad said, that will send Grayson Burleson on the line. He's got a 1-and-1 opportunity. His first one's up, and it's short. You can see that from here. Me and Josh had the best view at that one. Now we're going to get another foul off that missed free throw.
Man, oh, man.
Grayson's going to get his first.
We're going to go to the other end and start shooting them. Clint, you said something about the game moving too quickly early.
I jinxed us. It's like saying Beetlejuice 3 times.
5:55 to go, and both teams are shooting the bonus the rest of the half.
So Clint Seymour to line for a 1-and-1. His first one's good. Breaks a streak of 3 consecutive missed free throws.
Yeah, the free throws by Robertson was the first free throws of the game by either team. So
Welch's second was no good. Grayson Burleson tracks down the rebound. Summertown leads 13-11 if you're just now joining us. Just under 6 minutes to go here in the first half. Jake Smith has it for Summertown. Penetrates the middle. He was looking for a cutter, but he had to stutter step, and he lost his footing. And he's going to get called for a travel and turn it right back over to Loretto.
And even with 15 fouls that have been called, I don't think you would really argue very many of them.
I can't.
I mean, it's just both teams have been playing aggressive and got their hand caught in the cookie jar.
You're 100% right. Just a little too aggressive on times you didn't need to be, and just got caught. Robertson with it on the right wing. Robertson's got a lot of playing time, fellas, for somebody that don't get a lot because with Davis and Sermones both in foul trouble.
Well, the thing is, he played pretty good minutes in some of these district games, which is probably good for him to be in a position like this in foul trouble.
Brendan Tips with it. Left wing, up top to Seymour. Now over to Robertson on the right wing. Dribbling out, now kicks back up top to England. Inglett's just going to hand it off to Tips. Tips going to reset.
Just a minute ago, Loretto had Welch matched up one-on-one on the post with Grayson. He's got one foul. They ought to try to exploit that.
Lob inside to Jack Welch. Jack Welch is going to finish the layup for 2, and he's going to knock this thing back up at 13. Jake Smith with it. Feed down low to Grayson Burleson. Grayson, turnaround, jumper, good.
Man, that's unguardable. All you can do is contest that one.
It's kind of like guarding Carly Weathers. She can get a jumper off anywhere around the paint. You just hope it don't go in.
Yep.
Jack Welch with it on the left wing. Feeds up top to, Welch has it now. That was Seymour that made the pass. Now Robertson has it. Crosses over on Grayson, but he kicks it out to Tips. Now Weston Pig's going to come out of there with a steal.
Grayson is playing extremely aggressive on defense with a foul already.
Grayson stops, pops, three-pointer, no good. Fight for the rebound. Pig going to knock it to Jake Smith. Jake over to Gavin. Gavin up in the lane. Shot will count. He's fouled, and that will send Gavin Burleson the line to shoot an and one opportunity.
Nice finish by Gavin. Inglett did all he could there. I mean, it was a scramble drill after ball got tipped around a few times. He tried to cut off the baseline just a half step late.
Second on Jakaya. That's team foul number 9 as Bowie checks in for Welch.
And one opportunity, no good by Gavin. The free throw woes continue for Summertown. And here comes Tips with it as Loretto cleared the rebound. Bowie, who is checked back in, got it. Now he gives over to Seymour. Seymour back up top to Tips. Tips going to clear it out and reset.
I think for Loretto, Brendan really needs to step up and take control of this offense for the Mustangs, as you've lost a lot of scoring now on the bench.
Yeah, with Davis and Sermone's out. Bowie fights in. He's going to lose the handle of it. Gavin Burleson will come out with a steal. Gavin, step back, 3, up. Back of the iron, no good. Fight for the rebound. Bowie has it.
Grayson's going to end up with his second before the half's over because he keeps getting that hand on somebody.
Yeah, he did a good job right there of pulling off early, but he did have some contact before anybody ever went up.
Robertson goes all the way in. Floater off the glass can't go, but now we're going to get a ball going out of bounds. Summertown trying to save it, but they can't. That'll keep it with Loretto inbounding under their own goal.
You know, that's pretty good ball handling right there by Jackson. Just a freshman. He handled that pressure and cut the knife through the defense. Had a good look, just couldn't finish.
Now we're going to get a timeout by Coach Tips. We'll take it with them. We'll be back in 30 seconds. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Like you, our roots are in Lawrence County, providing banking for every stage of life since 1934. Lawrenceburg Federal Bank has been not just your bank, but also your friend, helping you with home loans, consumer and auto loans, and your everyday personal banking needs. Lawrenceburg Federal offers you a warm smile and personal experience, as well as the conveniences of modern-day online banking, mobile banking, and telebanking. Lawrenceburg Federal Bank, your neighbor and friend, located at 118 West Gain Street next to the courthouse.
All right, welcome back to Mount Pleasant, Tennessee. 3:08 to go here in the first half. Summertown leads it 17-13 here in the men's district championship. As Josh was telling me off air, Loretto only with one field goal here in this second quarter. The good thing is, though, Josh, Summertown ain't been lighting the woods on fire. Going to get a tip drill. It's going to go out of bounds off of Summertown on the inbound. So Loretto going to have a longer way to go now. They hand it off to Tips, and here comes Tips. He's going to reset his offense. He's crossed the timeline now. Robertson with it. Robertson behind his back, splits the defense, goes up in the lane, shot's good.
Oh, my goodness.
Robertson don't know it yet. Robertson don't know it.
That may be the first one I disagree with right there on the call. Defense slid over. I'm not sure if he got fully set.
Well,
but
to me, that's an one. I'm a Summertown guy, but
I like the take by Jackson.
And listen, even if it was a charge, kid put on that good of a move, give it to him. Now we're going to get a makeup on an offensive foul on Summertown.
Campbell,
we're
believe.
We're going to send it back the other way.
No,
they're
not
going to get Weston
Campbell.
Pig. That's going to be his third.
That should get Harrison Gobble back up. And he's going to get Pig, who, as Josh just said, picked up his third foul. 17-13 your score, 2:40 to go here in the first half. Jackson Robertson with it. He's had a huge first half. Really help Loretto out and stay in this. Pivots in the lane, shot up, good.
Boys, we're about to see Jackson Robertson grow up in front of us right here.
They're having a coming out party. Harrison Gobble open for three on the ensuing short. Rebound Brendan Tips. Here goes Tips. Tips pushing. Spins in the lane. Lose the handle of it just a little bit. But now he kicks up to Seymour. Seymour jumper in front of the lane. No good. Fight for the rebound. Jake Smith somehow comes out of there with it. Now Grayson Burleson has it. Grayson fighting in. He's going to get fouled.
Still a two-shot foul regardless.
Mm-hmm. See what they get. If they get Kaysen or if they get Jakaya right here. And it's going to be Kaysen Bowie. So it's going to be the third on Kaysen.
Jack Welch jumps up. He's set to check in.
My goodness.
First free throw no good by Grayson. Summertown is, have we made a free throw yet?
No.
I don't believe so. Can't buy one.
I think Gavin's 0 for 2, and now I think Grayson's 0 for 2. And that one's short as well. 17-15 is your score. We're under 2 minutes. The missed free throws, and Loretto being with 2 starters in foul trouble, they've weathered the storm. They only trail 2. Here comes Tips. Floater in the lane. No good. Robertson comes in there, gets the rebound, but then they're going to attack him with a walk. Now, if they'd have said he stepped out of bounds, I would have believed it, but I didn't see a walk there, guys.
I didn't either. Tell you what Robertson's doing. He's allowing Coach Tips to put the ball in his hands, put Brendan on the wing, and you're fixing to see some spot-up threes because he's collapsing defense off the bounce.
Well, he's getting the penetration you were talking about earlier.
Yep.
As he picks up a foul right there, but he's getting that penetration that Loretto needs to really get the offense working.
All right, so Robertson, we're just bragging on him. He picks up a touch foul. That will send Cole Campbell to the line. Cole Campbell will shoot 2. We'll see if somebody for Summertown can put a free throw in the basket. First one's side of the rim. From here, I thought he airballed it, but it did hit side of the rim. It's no good.
We may have to put a barf bag over at the coach's side on the Summertown bench. They are dying watching these free throws.
The second one's just like it. Coach Long looks like he is about to throw up. 17-15, still your score. Jackson Robinson with it. Top to Jack Welch. Now Tips has it. Brendan Tips. He's going to reset his offense. He's at the logo. Hands off to Robertson. Now over to Welch to Seymour in the corner. Seymour up top to Jack Welch. Going to let that 3 fly. Back of the iron, no good. England with a rebound. He's fouled. And that should send England to the line, and he's going to get a couple.
That was a great job by England working on the offensive end. He had a post to the baseline side open. They didn't find him, but he kept working his tail off to get position on the rebound. However, though, that's not a bad foul either. Make him earn those 2 at the free throw line. He had inside possession.
As Brad said, I thought it was going to be a shooting foul, but it wasn't. It was on the floor, so he's got a 1-and-1 opportunity. That's just the team 9th on Summertown.
Second on Harrison Gobble.
Free throw by England's good.
Stroke looked good right there.
Well, it looked better than any Summertown shot. Second one, it's good as well. England's knotted this thing up at 17, and that's huge for Loretto because they've got 2 starters on the bench in foul trouble.
Yeah, Summertown has just not been able to take advantage of that.
Gavin Burleson with it, top of the key, dribbling around. Gives over to Cole Campbell, now back to Gavin.
I tell you what, Seymour is doing an excellent job of staying with Gavin on that dribble penetration.
Over in the corner, Cole Campbell. Now to Harrison Gobble. Had to open 3, but he passed on it.
Oh,
now
that's got to be a foul or a walk. It's either a foul or a walk when he goes down.
Now Gobble will let the 3 fly. It's no good. Cole Campbell comes in there for the rebound. Now we're going to get a foul on
Robertson. That's his 3rd.
Yep.
I thought it was going to be on Jakai at first. On the other side, though, guys, that's either a foul or a walk.
I agree.
When Gavin got taken to the ground.
Mr. Frierson started doing the like he was dribbling. He didn't ever dribble it. Summertown is now 0 for
6 or 7.
7, I think it's.
Summertown is now 0 for 7 from the free throw line. And Coach Long can't even look at him down there.
And I think they've hit the inside of the rim once. Still once.
0 for 8 as Cole Campbell misses 2 more in a row. Summertown has not made a free throw yet. I think Coach Long's having a laugh to keep from crying. Robertson with it now. Loretto trying to hold. If nothing else, you got to feel good if you go into halftime tied at 17. But Jack Welch going to drive in. His shot no good. England with a rebound. He's off the glass and good. So England's going to go to the line for a three-point opportunity.
Man, what enormous minutes by Ja'Kai England.
Well, I'll be honest. The last time Loretto played in a district or a region in this, you had some freshmen step up in Will McBee and those guys and really pulled that team through. You could be seeing the same thing tonight. Sorry, Clint.
No, you're good. Back of the iron, no good on the free throw, but Loretto does have the lead with 7 seconds to go. Gavin Burleson's got it. He's coming off the screen, penetrating. Spins, turns, shot off the glass, good. And that will count. And we're going to go into halftime tied at 19. We'll be back in a few minutes going over our tallies and stats. We may have a guest or two. We don't know yet. But we'll be back in just a little bit. Stay with us. You're listening to District Championship Basketball on the X Sports Network.
Hey, this is Phil Hooper. Get the look you want for your favorite school, church, or business with apparel from HD Ink Screen Printing in Leoma, Tennessee. Got a logo you need embroidered or screen printed? Let HD Ink give you the professional look that sets the bar in today's world. We do fundraisers and custom designed apparel and so much more. Call today, 931-201-2961, or come see us at our new shop located at 26 Ingram Road in Leoma. Remember, HD Ink for the look you want and the look you deserve.
Flooring sets the tone throughout your home.
For flooring that makes the right first impression, start by choosing us, Floored by Justin.
A one-stop flooring destination. Our new location stands alone for unequaled customer service and selection. Owner Justin Story's mastery of custom hardwood inlays means every room can have a custom look. Discover how the right choice of hardwood, laminate, carpet, or tile can set the tone in your home. Contact Floored by Justin today.
Arctic Air keeps your home or business comfortable. For more than 20 years, we provided outstanding residential and commercial services through Southern Middle Tennessee. Whether you need assistance with your heat, air conditioning, preventive maintenance, or anything in between, trust our reliable team to get the job done. We'll take the time to figure out your specific needs and recommend what we believe is right and best for your situation.
We've been using Arctic Air for over 15 years now. Their service is great, they're here when we need them, and their prices are competitive. They take the worry out of the heat and air so I don't have to.
Arctic Air. When you need us, we'll be there.
Got a dent, a ding, a scratch, or a bent fender? Major or minor, Car Country Collision Center in Leoma can fix you up. Car Country works with all insurance carriers, gives free estimates, can work on foreign and domestic vehicles, and has experience you can trust. They've been in business since 1990. Unfortunately, accidents happen, but you can get your car back on the road with as little hassle as possible with the help of Car Country. Call 931-852-4708 or stop by at 2567 Highway 43 South in Leoma.
Hey friends, this is Barry Doss. Over the past 30 years, Doss Brothers Incorporated has grown from its humble beginnings to working daily to build the future of Lawrence and surrounding counties. From breaking ground to opening day, Doss Brothers has been there every step of the way for many businesses, industries, and homeowners in our community. With nearly 40 years under our belt and the blessing of every new day, we strive to keep building the foundation of our community's tomorrow. We are Doss Brothers, proudly building progress in Southern Tennessee.
Employee Resources Credit Union is an easy solution to banking, offering a personal, simple, yet modern way to bank. When you bank with ERCU, you are a shareholder, meaning you own a piece of the pie. And we make it easy with the convenience of digital banking, with service you won't find at another financial institution, including low to zero fees and incredible rates. We have the technology you need with the personal service you deserve, right here in your own neighborhood. Employee Resources Credit Union, not for profit, for service.
Flooring sets the tone throughout your home.
For flooring that makes the right first impression, start by choosing us, Floored by Justin.
A one-stop flooring destination. Our new location stands alone for unequaled customer service and selection. Owner Justin Story's mastery of custom hardwood inlays means every room can have a custom look. Discover how the right choice of hardwood, laminate, carpet, or tile can set the tone in your home. Contact Floored by Justin today.
Hey, this is Phil Hooper. Get the look you want for your favorite school, church, or business with apparel from HD Ink Screen Printing in Leoma, Tennessee. Got a logo you need embroidered or screen printed? Let HD Ink give you the professional look that sets the bar in today's world. We do fundraisers and custom designed apparel and so much more. Call today, 931-201-2961, or come see us at our new shop located at 26 Ingram Road in Leoma. Remember, HD Ink for the look you want and the look you deserve.
Whether it's popcorn, biscuits, or automotive, you need the right ingredients to achieve the best results. Heritage Automotive is proud to serve our community with a continually growing inventory. We also help our community grow by contributing to a vibrant economy, which helps build schools. I'm Keith Durham, and I'm the General Manager here at Heritage Automotive, and it's my job to make sure that you're 100% satisfied. Heritage Automotive, your hometown Chevy, Buick, and GMC dealer.
Like you, our roots are in Lawrence County, providing banking for every stage of life since 1934. Lawrenceburg Federal Bank has been not just your bank, but also your friend, helping you with home loans, consumer and auto loans, and your everyday personal banking needs. Lawrenceburg Federal offers you a warm smile and personal experience, as well as the conveniences of modern-day online banking, mobile banking, and telebanking. Lawrenceburg Federal Bank, your neighbor and friend, located at 118 West Gain Street next to the courthouse.
Being raised in Tennessee, we believe in the importance of family and community. Creating a positive experience at our family-owned and operated business is one of the ways we share that belief.
Being in an accident can be extremely stressful. When it came time for my repairs, Mashburn's made it easy.
I am lucky to have a wonderful company in my community like Mashburn's Collision Center. It's reassuring to know that I'm in good hands because their work is second to none.
We pride ourselves that the Mashburn name is one of the most trusted in Lawrence County since 1981. Mashburn's Collision Center. Let our family take care of yours.
McMaster's Home Gallery, where you'll always get a special price every day. Shop their new showroom full of name-brand furniture, sofas, recliners, dining and bedroom suites, Serta bedding, lots of tables and chairs just to match your decor. McMaster's Home Gallery also has GE appliances. Stop by on Highway 43 in Loretto or call 853-6140.
There are now more ways to save at Quick Mart. Become a Quick Club member and easily earn rewards on qualifying purchases at Quick Mart convenience stores using the Quick Club app, available on the Apple App Store and Google Play. To save on fuel for work, use the Fuel Rewards Pro app to earn 5 cents a gallon on work fill-ups and redeem the savings for yourself. To get started, visit fuelrewards.com/pro or download the app in the Apple App Store and Google Play.
Since 1986, Southeast Carriers, Inc. has been a family-owned and operated business in Lawrenceburg, Tennessee. We strive to have updated equipment and technology to make our drivers' job easier. We offer large company pay and benefits with a small company atmosphere. Are you tired of just being a number when you call your current company? Here you will be known on a first-name basis, and all we ask is for you to give us an opportunity to prove that we are different than most trucking companies. For more information, visit southeastcarriers.com.
Hey folks, this is Fred Webb, principal broker and owner of United Country Southern Tennessee Realty in Lawrenceburg. Your local Realtree Land Pro agent specializing in country homes, farms, and land. If you're thinking about selling or would like a free comparative market analysis to see what your property is worth, please give us a call at 931-244-7126. We market your property worldwide to get you the most exposure, which in turn gets you the highest price in the shortest amount of time. Visit us at southerntandrealty.com.
Story and Lee, the Tennessee Valley's most dynamic furniture store, featuring our Made in America galleries with solid wood dining and bedrooms, leather furniture, mattresses, and so much more. You want it? We've got it. With our 3 acres of showroom and our huge warehouse, we're sure to have exactly what you want. And it's all ready to be delivered to your home absolutely free. Just try that.
All right, welcome back to Mount Pleasant. Minute and a half to go here before we resume the start the second half. We're tied at 19, and I wish everybody had looked. Look at Summertown's, probably one of the best shooting guards Summertown's ever had. I got the camera pointed at her. She's sitting in the middle of all the darn Loretto people. That's Miss Ainsley Burleson. She had a good game last night, a tough game last night. Her boyfriend's Mr. Caleb Davis, who was in foul trouble in that first half. But, guys, two things I think you got to touch on going into the second half. If you're Loretto, you feel really lucky to be tied because you pretty much played most of the first half without Caleb Davis and Sermones. If you're Summertown, I think you've got to feel really lucky that you're tied because you were 0 of 8 from the free throw line. So, Brad, what are you looking at coming out of Loretto out of this coming into the second half?
How do you get Robertson back on the floor?
Absolutely.
I mean, that's one of those, you got to sit somebody to do it, but he picked up some big minutes, couple baskets, creating some matchup problems for Loretto. So we'll see what happens here as we start the second half. Davis with the ball.
Davis going to drive in right off the bat, and he's going to get fouled by Gobble. And while we're waiting on foul shots, Josh, you want to go over our first half stats for us?
We will. Summertown led by Gavin Burleson with 13, Grayson Burleson with 4, Harrison Gobble with 2. For Loretto, Jack Welch with 6, Tobias Sermones, Ja'Kai England with 4 apiece, Jackson Robertson, Brendan Tips with 2, Clint Seymour with 1, as Caleb Davis sinks the first of 2.
Well, we have proven the ball can go in from the free throw line on this end of the court now.
It's not just this end. Both free throws good as well. Gives Loretto a 2-point lead here early in the third quarter. Do want to give a shout-out to Coach Ashley Rutledge. Apparently she's got me on a group chain that I'm going to be too happy about. I think she's just making fun of me watching it at home. But we're going to get a foul down low on Loretto, and we'll see. I think that's on number 1, Jack Welch.
It's going to be Jack's third.
Up top, Cole Campbell open for 3. Shot no good. Jake Smith with the rebound. His shot up no good. Tobias Simones with the rebound. Let's see. Cole Campbell started the third. Harrison Gobble picked up a quick foul. Cole Campbell had to come in. Excuse me. Going to get a turnover. Gavin with a rebound. Trotter's back in the game now after picking up his 2 quick fouls. Gavin Burleson, step back 3. Corner. Good.
Man, that kid can shoot the basketball. It's fun to watch him.
It's good when you know how to shoot it. When you get it off, as you said, Brad, as quick as he did, it's just hard to defend. Simones up and under on the reverse layup. Only somebody as long as Simones could finish that.
That was such a good finish.
On the ensuing, Gavin Burleson, step back 3 up, no good. Rebound Simones for Loretto. Loretto leads at 23-22 if you're just now joining us here in the second half.
Loretto's guards have got to do a better job of getting in position to get an outlet. They're hanging Tobias out to dry on those outlet passes.
Good entry pass by Davis to Sermones. Sermones with a turnaround floater. It's up and good. Campbell on the ensuing 3-pointer. It's good. And that's going to knot it back up at 25.
If Campbell gets hot, it's going to put a lot of pressure on that triangle and 2.
And as you said, Brad, Jackson Robertson, he's set to check in. We're just under 2 minutes to go here in the second half. Now we're going to get a foul down low.
It's going to be on Gavin Burleson. That's just his first, team second. Trying to defend Welch down here on the block as Robertson comes in to replace Welch.
Robertson, as we all said, had a great first half coming off the bench with several players for Loretto in foul trouble. He's got the ball now at the top of the key. He gives over to Tips. Tips looking at his dad, Coach Greg Tips, calling out orders, and he's going to reset his offense. Dribbles over to the left wing. Cross-court pass over to Robertson. Robertson, dribble drive, spins in. Turnaround, left-hander, no good. Fight for the rebound. Trotter got outworked on the rebound. Now Sermones got it, and he's off the glass, no good. But I think Sermones is fouled. Let's see who they tack that with.
Guy was underneath the balcony here. I couldn't see. It's going to be on 24. That's on Gavin.
Back-to-back on Gavin. That's 2. Team foul number 3.
And here's where it is. If you're Gavin, you've got to look at Trotter and say, hey, quit getting whipped. You had a good box out. Hold it, and let's get a rebound and go down the other end. First free throw no good by Sermones.
Well, the other side of that is over here when the strong side from dribble penetration. Got to quit trying to block the shot, contest it, so that you don't give up the offensive rebound the first time to Robertson.
It either goes in, or if it doesn't, you're going to the other end.
Yes. You can't give the shooter 2 tries.
Well, I'll tell you what, right now, Loretta's second best offensive play is let Robertson drive, penetrate, and then work off of that.
Absolutely. We either get a kick out, he can finish, or go to the boards. Inglett's gotten a rebound out of it. Tobias has 2.
The second free throw by Sermones was good. Puts Loretto back on top 1. On the ensuing, Gavin Burleson penetrates the middle. He finishes the layup for 2, puts Summertown back on top. They lead it 27-26 with 5:20 to go. Robertson attacking, shot up, off the glass, no good. Fight for the rebound. Gavin Burleson's got it. Gavin pushing, thought about a long down-court pass. Now tries to force feed one down low to Grayson. It's stolen by Tips. Here comes Tips. Tips out to Davis. Davis working on Cole Campbell. Now he's found the baseline. He's going to float in, shot up, won't count.
No shot.
They're going to say
on
it's
the
on
floor.
the floor. I'll tell you what, guys, there's been a couple of times Summertown I thought could get continuation. There's been a couple of times I thought Loretto could. I thought that time probably should have got continuation. But Loretto's going to inbound under their own goal. Davis to inbound. Looking for the lob for Simones. It wasn't there.
Man, Tips was open for a minute.
Now he's going to send it to Seymour. His three-pointer up no good, but Davis going to track down a long rebound. He's driving baseline, going to hand it right to Trotter. Trotter stepped in the lane where he couldn't get it to Simones. Now Grayson Burleson wasting no time, probably gets away with a carry. Now gives back out to Gavin Burleson. Gavin, step back 3, way too long. Fight for the rebound. Cole Campbell's got it. Now Jake Smith attacking, going to clear back out and reset. Gavin Burleson with it now.
Coaches will lose their mind when somebody gets an offensive rebound, but that is so tough on an air ball.
Absolutely. Jake Smith had it, thought about pumping the 3. Now he's going to give out to Campbell. Campbell will shoot the 3. Back of the iron, no good. Fight for the rebound. Let's see who we get here.
I think they're going to get Jake Smith right there with a push in the back. That's going to be his second, team fifth.
Smith went back-to-back with Tips on that one. That was just like a jump ball to start the game.
I agree. Not trying to sound like a homer here.
Hey, I'm trying to be in the middle as I can be. That was just back-to-back guys jumping.
Don't blow your whistle there, Mr. Frierson.
The thing about it is that's 5 team fouls, and we're just now halfway through the third.
All right. So Robertson with it, gives over to Seymour. Seymour finds a lane. Now he kicks out to Tips. Tips had the 3, but he's going to penetrate back to Seymour. Gets blocked by Gavin Burleson. Gavin Burleson's got it now. Finding a lane, shot up, no good. Now we're going to get a foul, and if that's on
Tobias.
Simones.
Wait, it's on him. It's his third, isn't it?
Yes, his third. Team second. Good job right there by Gavin. He really initiated the contact, but got Tobias out of position just a little bit trying to come over to help. He's going to draw his third.
That's one of the Mustang guards have got to stop the basketball. Gavin had it at the 10-foot line volleyball on this end, and that's now what, 0 for 9?
0 of 9 from the free throw line.
I mean, the flip side of that, when we're saying it's a bad foul by Tobias, until they make a free throw for Summertown, which they finally do, 1 for 10%, I'm going to keep hacking.
We've got a percentage, fellas.
Well,
we've got a percentage.
There was one before. It was just a single digit.
Oh, I don't know about that
man.
one.
All right, we get a really nice dunk by Simones on one end, but I think we're going to get an offensive foul. Who did we get that on, Josh?
Jackson Robertson.
Yeah, going to be a Robertson.
That's going to be his 4th. I thought he had pulled up in time. There wasn't a lot of contact right there on that pull-up.
Well, Coach Tips definitely didn't like it.
We're over here watching the replay where it's just about a half second behind, and there was some contact on that one. He's just got to jump stop a half step earlier. Don't let that become a chance for a whistle.
All right, so the big news here, Summertown has made a free throw. They lead it 28-26. Gavin Burleson with it. Spins in the lane, kicks out to an open Caden Trotter for 3. He buries it.
And he is fired up after that one.
I started to call him Trey Trotter. He looked like Trey Trotter on that one. He buries the 3. Summertown extends it out to a 5-point lead. Caleb Davis trying to feed it down to Simones. Working baseline. Now we're going to foul on Cole Campbell as Davis was driving the baseline.
Davis changes direction so quickly, and he's good at getting his shoulder past the defender's waist, and they're just hung out to dry. There's nothing they can do to recover at that point.
2 on Campbell, team foul 6, so Mustangs shooting free throws the rest of the game.
Jack Welch, who's checked back in the game, he hands off to Tips. Tips going to reset his offense, top of the key.
Tobias is going to have to be careful. If he tries to get the lob seal, if he extends that arm at all, I have a feeling he's going to get tagged with one because there's been a little chippiness in the post the last few possessions.
Davis drives in the paint. His shot's no good, but he's fouled. And that will send Davis the line to shoot a couple.
That's on Campbell. That's 3 for him.
And it is.
Team foul number 7. So the last 10:46 of the game, Mustangs will be at the line for every foul as Caleb Davis sinks the first.
Whoever in this area sells Fox whistles better get new shipment in because these are going to be worn out.
Absolutely.
Good thing they don't use that P whistle or it'd be
exactly
completely worthless by now.
Both free throws good by Davis. He cuts the lead back to 3, and Summertown's going to block each other out and knock our best player on the floor. But now Gavin's got it. You just have to watch the replay, folks, for that one. Gavin's getting double-teamed top of the key, gives up to Trotter. Trotter picks his dribble up, gives over to Weston Pigg. And you can notice, guys, Weston Pigg's not much of an outside shooting threat, and I think you're noticing Loretto going to kind of leave him alone and double-team Gavin. Three-pointer, top of the key by Trotter, no good. Rebound, Jack Welch. Here comes Loretto. Davis wasting no time. Behind his back. Now he's going to reset. Dribbles the left wing. Kicks out, tips, thought about the 3. Now he drives the lane. Layup up, no good. Fight for the rebound. Welch comes out there with it. He finishes the and one.
Good finish by Welch. There was a lot of contact before that.
Well, look at Coach Long. I think he's probably fixing to give a referee an earful because Trotter got hacked trying to secure that rebound and no call. But either way, that's going to send Welch to the line. He's got a chance to tie it, and he does.
Well, I'll tell you what, Tobias really got away with a foul right there. I thought he had the contact, and that wasn't called, as Welch is going to pick up his 4th foul now.
And, guys, here's where we are. We're in the process of make-up fouls, and this is not what you want in a district championship.
Well, they're fixing to get it from both sides.
I agree. And hey, and y'all know me. I'm rooting for Summertown, but where was that? What was that foul?
Yeah, wasn't a whole lot to it.
So Grayson Burleson with it, top of the key, spins across, gives over to Jake Smith. Jake, back up top to Grayson Burleson. We're tied at 31, just under 2 minutes. Lob down low to Trotter, off the glass and good. Good seal by Trotter, even better pass by Grayson Burleson. Puts Summertown back on top, 33-31.
That worked because Sermones is playing with 3 fouls. Otherwise, that ball's getting spiked into the wall.
Absolutely. Clint Seymour with it, gives over to Davis. Davis up top to Tibbs. Now back to Seymour. Seymour, foul line, gives out to Tibbs. Feed down low to Sermones. It's going to go out of bounds, trying to feed Sermones.
There was no reason to take the dribble to improve your angle. Just throw a little hook bounce pass around to him. He had the seal early. When he tried to reset his feet, he lost it.
Minute 15 to go here in the third. Summertown leads it by 2. Grayson pump fakes, now gives up to Jake Smith. Jake's got to be ready to catch and shoot it. Now Grayson will catch and shoot it. His shot up no good. Now we're going to get a foul on Weston Pigg going over the back.
That probably is the right call. It was just late.
4th foul on Weston Pigg. That's going to be team foul number 9. That's going to put
goodness
the Mustangs.
Going to be in the double bonus before the 4th quarter starts.
Now we're getting a warning on Coach Long. He was getting on the referee pretty good.
Saw that last night in the girls contest.
We did. So that will send Sermones the line for a 1-and-1. His first one up, short. Rebound Grayson Burleson.
Hey, we probably don't do it near enough. I am going to brag on the official there, at least doing the warning and not just turning and popping him in a situation like that.
Caleb Davis coming away with a steal. Going up, layup, no good. Fight for the rebound. Trotter's got it. Good job by Gavin Burleson, just trying to be enough of a distraction that it made Davis force an awkward shot.
Yeah, Davis tried to initiate the contact instead of just running through the layup hard.
Summertown leads it by 2. 35 seconds to go here in the third. Gavin Burleson splitting all the defense. Go up. Now we're going to get a walk on Gavin Burleson. Now we're going to get Harrison Gobble up. Let's see who he gets real quick.
I'd be interested to see if they would have got a foul on Tobias right there, if that play would have been allowed to continue.
That's what I thought was fixing to get called.
Robertson back on the floor for the Mustangs with 4 fouls.
How many does Trotter have, Josh?
Fouls or points?
Fouls.
2.
Yeah, Trotter got those 2 early, as Josh
that's
said.
Big, him not being in foul trouble.
He didn't play but about the first 2 minutes of the game. Robertson's back in. He's going to dribble it, and I think he's going to go out of bounds. They're going to give it to Summertown with 12.1 seconds to go. Summertown leads by 2 here in the third. Somebody from Summertown needs to turn around so we can get an inbounds, but now we've got it. Now Gavin. 9 seconds. Three-pointer, step back, no good. Jake Smith with the rebound off, and it good. Floater right in front of the rim. 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 second. Davis from half court at the buzzer.
Oh!
Off the side of the rim, no good. Summertown leads it by 4. We'll be back in a minute getting ready for fourth quarter action. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Employee Resources Credit Union is an easy solution to banking, offering a personal, simple, yet modern way to bank. When you bank with ERCU, you are a shareholder, meaning you own a piece of the pie. And we make it easy with the convenience of digital banking, with service you won't find at another financial institution, including low to zero fees and incredible rates. We have the technology you need with the personal service you deserve, right here in your own neighborhood. Employee Resources Credit Union, not for profit, for service.
All right, welcome back to Mount Pleasant. 35-31 is your score. Summertown leads here in the district championship, and what we can only describe as kind of a sloppy back and forth, a lot of fouls. But, hey, it's Summertown Loretto, so don't be shocked if anything can happen. It'll be Summertown's ball to start the fourth. Summertown have all their starters on the floor. Loretto has all but one, minus Welch. Jumper up by Trotter, no good. Rebound, Loretto.
Trotter's taken 3 threes. He's made one. The other two have hit dead center on the back of the rim. They look good, just a little long.
Robertson going to drive in, and they're going
to
pick up a charge.
That's his 5th.
So as good a night as Robertson has had, as Brad said, I think he just fouled out of the contest, and that will get Bowie up to get him. Want to give a big shout-out to Miss Ainsley Burleson. Apparently somebody told her we gave her a big shout-out right there coming out of halftime and made fun of her, and she said, thanks a lot, Clint, LOL.
You know, the weird thing, I'm totaling up stats, and everything I'm seeing, Loretto should have 33 points instead of 31, unless I've got a basket down that did not go.
Wonder if they waved one off that we –
I usually won't write one down, though, until –
we're not that quick.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going with officials, Josh. I don't like yours.
I know.
I'm going to venture to say that there would be a couple other folks over there screaming by this point.
I agree. All right, so here we go. Summertown has it. Grayson Burleson on the right wing. Driving in. Jumps. Jumper way too short. Trotter with a rebound off. No good. Harrison Gobble with a rebound. Needs to clear out, and that gives over to Gavin. Gavin for 3 in the corner. It's short. Fight for the rebound. Harrison Gobble's got another one. Trying to clear out. Now we're going to get a timeout by Coach Long. Can't tell what he called, but either way, we'll just take 30 seconds. We'll be right back. Stay with us.
Flooring sets the tone throughout your home.
For flooring that makes the right first impression, start by choosing us, Floored by Justin.
A one-stop flooring destination. Our new location stands alone for unequaled customer service and selection. Owner Justin Story's mastery of custom hardwood inlays means every room can have a custom look. Discover how the right choice of hardwood, laminate, carpet, or tile can set the tone in your home. Contact Floored by Justin today.
All right, welcome back. 7:16 to go here in the contest. Summertown leads at 35-31. They'll be inbounding under their own goal. Jake Smith, 2 inbound. He settles up top to Harrison Gobble. Gobble going to hand off to Gavin Burleson. Gavin with it with Davis all over him. Over to Jake Smith. Now back up top to Gavin Burleson. Gavin, stutters, steps, stops, pops, shot short. Harrison Gobble with about his 5th rebound in the 2 series here. Now the ball gets deflected away from Jake Smith, but he tracks it down.
Got a mismatch with Grayson guarded there by Caleb Davis down low.
Davis goes for the steal. He doesn't get it. Grayson gets the pass. His jumper won't fall. Now Seymour's got the rebound. He puts up to Simone. Simone's going to let it go with a dunk.
That one counts for Tobias.
Absolutely does.
He's not going to miss on that type.
Jake Smith on the ensuing three-pointer, way too long. Bowie with the rebound. Summertown's gone stone cold. Here comes Davis, trying to tie it or take the lead. Spins in lane. Hands off Simone's, but he's right beside him. But Simone's finds it, and he goes up and finishes.
That is so good by Tobias because that pass was terrible.
It was.
Ran right at him and threw it hard.
So we're tied again at 35. Here comes Gavin. Gavin thought about the step back. Now he will. Jumper up at the free throw line. It's good. Put Summertown back on top. Going to get a 30-second timeout by Coach Wes Long. We'll take it with him. We'll be right back. Stay with us.
Arctic Air keeps your home or business comfortable. For more than 20 years, we provided outstanding residential and commercial services through southern Middle Tennessee. Whether you need assistance with your heat, air conditioning, preventive maintenance, or anything in between, trust our reliable team to get the job done. We'll take the time to figure out your specific needs and recommend what we believe is right and best for your situation.
We've been using Arctic Air for over 15 years now. Their service is great, they're here when we need them, and their prices are competitive. They take the worry out of the heat and air so I don't have to.
Arctic Air, when you need us, we'll be there.
All right, welcome back to Mount Pleasant, Tennessee. Summertown leads at 37-35 here in the District 10 AA Championship. We've got 5:50 to go here in the contest. Now we're going to
that should be on 42 right there. Should be on Caden. He wrapped up Tobias right there on that screen as he went to roll.
That should send Tobias to the line to shoot two now.
Fouls on 12.
They called that on Gobble, so that's going to be his fourth.
But you're exactly right. Whenever he tried to roll, they just wrapped him up and rode him down the lane there.
First free throw by Tobias is good. He's got one more coming.
Interesting stat so far. Loretto 0 of 6 from 3 in the game.
Second one's good as well. That knots it up at 37. We're tied. Summertown with the ball now. Gavin Burleson.
Josh, to that point, I know Robertson took at least one. Welch took one or two. Has Davis attempted one?
Caleb has attempted one.
Gavin Burleson on the backdoor lob to his little brother, Grayson Burleson. They finished the layup for two.
He tips and Seymour all have one then, right?
I think that's right.
That's hard to believe.
Seymour has two.
Okay. Has Tip shot one?
Seymour and Tips have been in the game the whole time, as has Gavin Burleson. Jumper up no good, but Seymour gets the rebound. Feeds to Sermon. Sermon's off the glass, no good. Second one, no good. Now Gavin clears that rebound. Summertown got real lucky because they never boxed Sermon's out. Now we're going to get a warning on Coach Tips. Coach Tips says he was talking to his player.
He was yelling at his player for missing the shot.
That's what you're supposed to say, right?
Yeah.
Offensive foul. Woo!
Oh, my goodness.
That's going to be the third personal on Gavin.
I'm going to be honest with you, that's wanting to make your name in a district championship. That's terrible. And he's looking right at me. Watch the game. Either way, Loretto has it. That's Tips. Good old Friersons. Hope they go back and watch this. Bowie has it. He's driving in. Jumper up, rolls around, no good. Trotter with a rebound.
That's a good box out by Trotter. I like that pull-up by Kaysen right there. You get Bowie on a pull-up 10-footer. That's a good shot for him with his size.
4.5 to go. Summertown leads it by 2. It's getting chippy because I'm even getting excited. But here comes Gavin. Not even got a kid on this team. Trotter pumps the three. Now kicks out to Jake Smith. Jake drives in. Now gives to Grayson. Grayson, jumper up. Good. Good shot by the freshman. Extends the lead to 4. Summertown leads it with 4:14 to go here in the contest. Feed down low. Trotter comes in there and steals it. They're trying to lob it to Simone.
That's a carry.
Now Grayson Burleson going to get way too big of a hurry, and Coach Long knew it. Everybody in the gym could see it as I think Grayson tried to throw an entry pass, and then he caught himself, and he's going to get called with a carry.
You know, something that Summertown's been doing lately is getting Sermons to come up on a ball screen. If I'm a ball handler coming off of that, I attack Tobias because that's a tough guard for him going downhill, guarding one of those ball handlers, especially with him in foul trouble like he is. I would attack and make him defend me cleanly on a shot.
The other thing on this end of the court, if Loretto will throw a skip pass and quit trying to throw a direct entry every time, let Tobias seal to the weak side, he is going to wear Summertown out on that because they can't hold him one-on-one, but whenever it's dribbled around to the wing and thrown in, you've got an automatic double sitting there.
All right, so the entry pass goes in. Tips has it, gives up top to Welch. Now Davis. Cross-court pass over to Seymour for three. Too hard. Rebound Trotter. Trotter hands off to Gavin. Summertown not in a hurry now. Gavin's got it, and he's picked up by Davis. Crossing over. Comes off the screen by Trotter. Spins in the lane, loses the handle of it. Let's see if they say it goes out of bounds on. They're going to say it goes out of bounds off of.
Well, I thought that was off Davis.
It was off Caleb. It was off Caleb. They missed that one. That one was a missed call.
All right, so Simone's has it now for Loretto at the top of the key. Let's see what we're going to get. We're going to get Gavin or we're going to get Davis?
That's Gavin right there.
That is the fourth on Gavin Burleson.
That's just an unnecessary play by Gavin.
Well, and I think the biggest thing is you put Davis at the line, who's 4 of 4 tonight. I mean, you could get 2 cheap, easy points right here.
And the fourth, though, I mean, now it makes it harder for Gavin. You know, if I'm Loretto, I'm trying to slide over and pick up that fifth on a charge.
Yep. All right, so first one's good by Davis. Cuts it to 3. He's got one more to try to cut it to 2. And he does. Trotter inbounds. He gives right back to Grayson. Grayson going to run point this series. He's cross timeline. Hands off to Gavin Burleson. Gavin spinning in the lane. Shot up off the glass. Good. Good answer by Gavin Burleson. Extends the lead back to 4 in favor of Summertown. Tips with it. Top of the key, gives over to Seymour on the left wing. He's going to hand off to Davis. I tell you what, Brad, I'm figuring out whoever Gavin Burleson's guarding, and that's who's getting the ball.
Absolutely, yep. Welch attack him right here. That or put him in a ball screen to have to guard Davis or something.
Davis for a long 3. It's back of the iron, no good. Rebound to Jake Smith. He's going to hand it off to Gavin Burleson. Gavin not going to get in any hurry. Gavin dribbling through the defense. Spins in the lane. Shot up, won't go. Fight for the rebound. Tobias Simone's has it. I think if Gavin would have took about one less dribble, he's got an easy layup. On the ensuing, Summertown doesn't get back. Loretto's going to finish an easy layup. Cut it back to 2 with 2:09 to play. We're going to get a timeout. We'll take it with them. We'll be back in a minute. Stay with us.
Since 1986, Southeast Carriers, Inc. has been a family-owned and operated business in Lawrenceburg, Tennessee. We strive to have updated equipment and technology to make our drivers' job easier. We offer large company pay and benefits with a small company atmosphere. Are you tired of just being a number when you call your current company? Here you will be known on a first-name basis, and all we ask is for you to give us an opportunity to prove that we are different than most trucking companies. For more information, visit southeastcarriers.com.
All right, welcome back. We've got a barn burner. Summertown leads 43-41 with 2:09 to play here in the fourth. It'll be Summertown's ball coming out of the timeout by Coach Tips. Gavin Burleson with 4 fouls. Crossing over on Davis. Stops, pops in the lane. Shot no good. Now we're going to get a 3-second call on Grayson Burleson.
Yeah, that's the only thing I'm going to say on that, regardless of which team. That's the first one of those called tonight. Don't start it in the last 2 minutes of a game.
Well, I don't like it when you got the offensive player driving in like that and about to shoot, and you whistle it one dribble before.
That's either direction. Don't, if you're going to call it the first quarter, fine, but don't start calling it 2 minutes ago.
Seymour, or Tobias, trying to feed it down low to Welch. It goes through his hands. It's going to go out of bounds, and Summertown's going to get it back. Gavin Burleson with it. Minute 43 to go. Now we're going to get a check foul on Davis. That's just the team's 6th.
Caleb was trying to get a push off there, and it's a good play.
But here's the deal, guys. If you're Loretto, I'm good with going ahead and putting them on the line.
Well, heck yeah.
They made one?
They have only made one.
Hadn't shot many, but only shot 10, but have only made 1 out of the 10. Cole Campbell over to Grayson Burleson. He's going to clear out, dribble top of the key. Now we're going to get a timeout by Coach Long. Gets a full. We will take a full with him. We'll be back in a minute. Stay here with us.
Story and Lee, the Tennessee Valley's most dynamic furniture store, featuring our Made in America galleries with solid wood dining and bedrooms, leather furniture, mattresses, and so much more. You want it? We've got it. With our 3 acres of showroom and our huge warehouse, we're sure to have exactly what you want. And it's all ready to be delivered to your home absolutely free. Just try that anywhere else. We are Story and Lee.
Hey friends, this is Barry Doss. Over the past 30 years, Doss Brothers Incorporated has grown from its humble beginnings to working daily to build the future of Lawrence and surrounding counties. From breaking ground to opening day, Doss Brothers has been there every step of the way for many businesses, industries, and homeowners in our community. With nearly 40 years under our belt and the blessing of every new day, we strive to keep building the foundation of our community's tomorrow. We are Doss Brothers, proudly building progress in Southern Tennessee.
All right, welcome back. Summertown trying to inbounds here with 1:26 to go, hanging on to dear life with a 2-point lead over Loretto here in the championship. Trotter's got it, and he hands off to Gavin. Gavin Burleson over to Grayson Burleson. Grayson Burleson going to dribble the top of the key. Crossing over. Now somehow Summertown comes away with it. Now Grayson Burleson going to spin in, lay up good. Coach Long telling everybody to get back. 1:05 to go. Summertown leads by 4. We're going to get a timeout by Coach Tips. We'll stay right here with it. Brad, what are you looking for Coach Tips coming out of this? He is furious over that defensive effort. He was wanting a foul up at the top of the key to put Summertown on the line.
That was coached in the huddle.
Yeah.
Because he was jumping for it before the player ever, and it was Brendan before he ever hit the floor. If you're Loretto right here, you go to the basket. You're in the double bonus. There's no reason to settle for threes unless you get Tips or Caleb Davis wide open off a dribble penetration and kick. Other than that, you're going to the rack and you're trying to draw contact for an and-one.
Josh, we know Summertown is 1 of 10 from the free throw line. Loretto remarkably better. Who is the free throw shooters? Obviously, Davis is probably your number 1, but who else are you looking good in that regard for Loretto right now?
Well, Davis 6 of 6 on the night. Brendan usually pretty steady at the line. He's not been there tonight. Tobias, he shot the ball better from the line the last few weeks. I'd say he's around 70% for the season. So those are really the ones I would want at the line if I'm Loretto.
All right, so here if you're Summertown, you're trying to get a stop. You're trying to make free throws if you get that stop. Welch with it, driving baseline, going to get a charge. Good defense by Harrison Gobble as Welch did lower his shoulder. And as Josh just informed me, I think that's his 5th. Is that correct, Josh?
I've got him at 5, and that is the case.
And, guys, did y'all notice Coach Long did something real smart there? He got Gavin Burleson out of the game for that defensive series. Now Gavin's going to check back in for Pig.
Going to have Bowie in for Welch now.
All right, so Trotter's got it. Now back to Jake Smith. Jake hands off to Grayson Burleson. Back to Jake Smith. At some point, Summertown's going to have to start pushing the floor, and they do now. Now Grayson's got it. Hands off to Gavin. Gavin gets fouled by Seymour.
And, I mean, here's the silly part about this, guys. You got a Mr. Basketball finalist, and you don't mind fouling him right now.
Right.
That's the craziest part of the situation we're in right now.
And it's just the team 8, so it's a 1-1. If Gavin doesn't hit this shot, Loretto can get a chance to come back here and cut into it. Big free throws here by Gavin Burleson. The first one is up. It's good. Free throw percentage getting better and better all the time.
Doubled.
22%.
46-41 is your score. Summertown by 5. Gavin Burleson 1 more with 45 seconds to go, and he nails that one.
Those were big, and it also, again, by making that second one allows you to get him out.
Coach Long, as Brad says, is going to take him out as Pig comes back in. Here comes Davis with the basketball. Right wing, dribbles, top of the key. Three-pointer gets blocked by Grayson Burleson. They're going to say it goes out of bounds on Bowie and give it back to Summertown. I didn't see that one, guys.
It was real close. That one could have gone either way on the deflection out of bounds. Summertown to inbound, gets it to Gavin.
Gavin's working. Gives over to brother Grayson. Grayson. Can't believe Loretta's not fouled Grayson yet. Now they do. No, they can't. Coach Long's going to get a timeout. With 28 seconds to go, Summertown leads by 6. It's a full. We'll take it with them. We'll be back in 30 seconds. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
McMaster's Home Gallery, where you'll always get a special price every day. Shop their new showroom full of name brand furniture, sofas, recliners, dining and bedroom suites, Serta bedding, lots of tables and chairs just to match your decor. McMaster's Home Gallery also has GE appliances. Stop by on Highway 43 in Loretto or call 853-6140.
All right, welcome back to Mount Pleasant. 28 seconds to go. Summertown leads by 6.
Well, you're Loretto at this point. You probably foul anybody but Gavin because nobody else has made a free throw tonight.
Yeah. He doesn't have a great percentage, but he's the only one with one, isn't he, Josh?
He's made 3 in a row. So,
all right, so Summertown's going to have to inbound right in front of the scorer's table. You would think if they can get it in, Loretta's got to foul immediately no matter who gets the basketball. Now they've lobbed it up top to Trotter. Trotter back to Jake Smith. Jake to Campbell in the corner. Now back up top to Trotter. Now Trotter's going to be fouled. So Trotter will go to the line for his first attempt to the free throws. With 21 seconds to go, Summertown leads it by 6. Trotter can add to it.
Just a ninth team foul, so 1 and 1 for Trotter.
Weston Pigg going to check in and get Cole Campbell. Looks like Gavin's not coming out for a defensive set here. Looks like he's here the rest of the way.
Yeah, 21 seconds, you're living with it.
Trotter, free throw, no good. Rebound Seymour.
Still
19
alive.
seconds. Seymour coming in. Gives out to Tips. Tips, step back, 3, up. Too long, rebound Gavin Burleson. Looks like Loretta's going to concede it. 5 seconds, 4 seconds. The Summertown Eagles and Coach Wes Long are your District 10 AA champions. We'll be back in 1 minute going over our final tallies and stats and all of our post-game celebrations. We'll be back in just a minute. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Employee Resources Credit Union is an easy solution to banking, offering a personal, simple, yet modern way to bank. When you bank with ERCU, you are a shareholder, meaning you own a piece of the pie, and we make it easy with the convenience of digital banking, with service you won't find at another financial institution, including low to zero fees and incredible rates. We have the technology you need with the personal service you deserve, right here in your own neighborhood. Employee Resources Credit Union, not for profit, for service.
All right, welcome back to Mount Pleasant. Summertown defeats Loretto here in the men's contest tonight in the district championship. So either way, you've got district titles going to the north and the south end of the county as the Loretto Lady Mustangs win last night over the Lady Eagles. The Summertown Eagles win tonight over the Loretto Mustangs. We do have some information. Summertown will host
White House Heritage.
Saturday. Also, Loretto being the 2 seed will also get to host, and they'll host Harpeth. Josh, you got our final tallies and stats for this championship game.
I do. For Summertown, they were led Gavin Burleson with 27, Grayson Burleson with 8. You've got Caden Trotter with 5, Cole Campbell with 3, Jake Smith and Harrison Gobble 2 apiece. For the Mustangs, led tonight Tobias Simones with 15, Jack Welch with 11, Caleb Davis with 6, Ja'Kai Inglet with 4, Brennan Tips, Jackson Robertson with 2, and Clint Seymour with 1.
So that's your tallies for the contest. Again, it's kind of like the girls. I'm not going to be shocked if we don't see these two doing it again about a week from now here in Mount Pleasant, because that's where the region tournament will be hosted. It's our district's year to host in this new district. So all the Final Four will be here. Not going to shock me if we have a girls and boys contest here with all Lawrence County, the north and the south end in it. But Loretto just accepting their district runner-up trophies. They're having their pictures made. And as the Summertown Lady Eagles looked last night, they don't look too pleased about it. And the Summertown Eagles accepting their first place district championship trophy, a little bit more excited about it. But again, Brad, what's your takeaways from tonight's game?
I mean, this is a game that matters, but it doesn't matter. It's not an elimination game.
No.
That's the deal. So you've got quarters, semifinals, or elimination games. Sub-state, 3 in the state tournament. You got 6 elimination games left out of 7.
Absolutely.
So you've got to take that mentality about these games. One thing I'm going to brag on Summertown about tonight, their guards rebounded the basketball.
Absolutely.
And that's something, talking to Coach Long before this game, the other district has got some size. There's a 6'10" kid, I believe, on Harpeth, if I'm not mistaken. There's some big boys.
Right.
Your guards are going to have to rebound the basketball. Yeah. For Loretto, seeing what Inglet and Robertson were able to bring to the table whenever you had some guys get in foul trouble, your depth probably expanded just a little bit more, a little more comfort now moving forward. Getting probably 7 or 8 players deep, where it's kind of been a 6 to 7.
Right.
So that's a benefit there. Both of these teams, if they play to their ability, should be in the region finals, in my opinion.
I agree.
No different than the girls.
Josh, we had this talk last night with the girls. We'll say it for Loretto. If you're Loretto, just like Summertown did, you've cut it a little closer every time you play. Every game's been close, a lot closer on the men's side, but you're 0-3 on the year. What are you doing? What are you going back to work? What are you going back to the drawing board if you're Coach Tips and his squad trying to get over this district championship loss and getting ready for region play?
Well, I guarantee you, if you asked him before the game and said you're going to have, Caleb Davis 2 fouls in the first half, he's going to sit most of the game. Tobias gets in foul trouble. Your first guy off the bench, Casey Bowie, gets in foul trouble. The next guy you bring in, Jackson Robertson, fouls out. Welch ends up fouls out. And realistically, down the stretch, it's a 4-6 point game.
Yeah.
He wouldn't believe it. And nobody would if you got that kind of foul trouble.
With no threes.
With no threes in the game. Didn't make any the entire game. And so you at least have something on video that you can sit down with them and say, listen, we can clean this up. We can clean this up.
We were this close.
We can beat these guys, just like we said in the girls' game. Loretta's not unbeatable. Summertown is not unbeatable. But if you're Summertown, you have to look at it and say, really, nobody offensively helped Gavin tonight. It was basically Gavin. Everybody else kind of struggled to fill in and get that. So we can play an ugly game and still come out on top, and we made almost no free throws.
3 for 13 from the
3 for 13 the foul line. So you're giving away at least 6-7 points right there.
Right. Well, I'm very, very proud. It's been a long journey for Coach Long. He's battled a lot. He's battled a state championship Loretto team that he was that close, to having a district championship. He's got it. He's beaten Loretto in the district championship. I could not be more proud for Coach Long, his coaching staff, and this group of players he's got. And if you talk to Coach Long before the season, he was worried if they were going to win a game. I think he's exceeded expectations, Brad.
Just a little bit. They've done a great job. And, again, both of these teams had numerous holes from last year when we came into the season. We didn't know what to expect on either side. Shockingly, to no one, they're both in the district championship again, and we think they're favored to be in the region championship. And I believe this is all academic, if I'm not mistaken.
Seniors with a 3.0 grade point average or above.
Yeah, we did this last night.
Which is really a neat thing to do.
It is.
And include cheerleaders with this and everything else.
But as we'd said, Summertown will host White House Heritage Saturday night. Same time, Loretto will be hosting Harpeth. The night before, your Lady Eagles and Lady Mustangs will be hosting. Summertown will be hosting Sycamore, and the Lady Mustangs will be hosting who?
Fairview.
Yep. Lawrence County will be hosting as well that night. On the girls' side, they will have Livingston Academy.
Gotcha.
So all three hosting in the county.
We'll stay right here with it before we wrap it up. We're calling out our all. We'll stay out here with 2 more because I think they'll do an all regular season.
Yes.
And they'll do an all district tournament.
Regular season now and then all tournament coming up.
But, guys, I hope we're getting to do this again. I'd like to say I miss Cam Mashburn, but that's about like a rash. Nah, me and Cam, we did it. I thought we had a good broadcast last night, Josh. Now, any folks at home might listen to it might not have thought we did. But as far as I thought we had a good one. But I really enjoyed it tonight with you guys. I do want to, while we're waiting on Summertown Loretto players to be called out, I hadn't touched on this all night because I feel like the micro machine man, the way I've been talking tonight. But Will hit me up about it. Tobias Simone's all-season all-district right here, as well as Brandon Tips, and I'll go over all of them before I get done. But thank you all to all our sponsors. It's not cheap and it's not easy to live stream these ball games because the TSSAA requires a fee to live feed them. We ask everybody for help. We ask everybody for sponsors, and you all guys, all of you came through. When we get a list of all those, we'll make sure we're reading all those out too so everybody can hug your neck and at least say thank you so much. But thank you so much. We got at least through the region tournament. For Loretto, you've got Caleb Davis, Tobias Simones, and Brendan Tips. For Summertown, Jake Smith, Caden Trotter, Grayson Burleson, and Gavin Burleson. And Gavin Burleson just named your regular season MVP.
Hard to say. That's shocking.
No,
You know,
kind of like the one that won it
25
last
or
night.
6 or, yeah, whatever. and I have not gotten to do a broadcast since that has been announced to congratulate him on that. I mean, that's a phenomenal honor.
Well,
he and Carly both being up for Miss Basketball and Mr. Basketball from the same county, same district. It's phenomenal. It's a huge testament to the type of basketball that's played in this part of the state.
And if I can get Will to point the camera over there to Miss Erica Burleson and find Mr. Jason Burleson, how could you not be two more proud parents? Grant Burleson, Gavin's older brother last year, wins Mr. Baseball, and his baby brother has got a chance to win a Mr. Basketball the very next year. Got to be a proud family in the Burleson house.
Absolutely.
All right, now we're going over the all-tournament team. We'll make sure we give everybody a shout-out on that and tell who all received those honors, and then we'll send it home. But, hey, another big shout-out. I want to give a big shout-out to Mr. Ben Luna. I know he's been working his tail off all day. I hope everybody survived the storms. I know it was kind of a monsoon to drive through to get here today, but we've had pretty good crowds. And I think the south end of the county in Loretto had the hardest time getting here because the middle of Lawrenceburg, Tennessee was flood zone. Jack Welch and Caleb Davis both named to the all-tournament team.
Hey, also Lawrence County boys will be playing region quarterfinal. They're going to be on the road as the 4 seed, so they're going to be going probably either Stone Memorial or White County, I believe. It's going to be one of those two. I'm not sure which one. I can't find that score yet to see who won that one. But
all right, so Jack Welch and Caleb Davis are your all-tournament team for Loretto, as Caden Trotter and Grayson Burleson, your all-tournament team, and Gavin Burleson, your tournament MVP. All right, so we're fixing to send it home. I want to give a big shout-out to Mr. Will Pettis, our technical man extraordinary. He's done a great job all year, and I hope we've got at least 6 more games in this, Will, where we can do it and finish in Murfreesboro. For our color man, Mr. Brad Nielsen. Brad, always have a big time when me and you do these together. For the stat man extraordinaire, Mr. Josh McDonald, thank you guys so much. This is Clint Brazier saying so long, everybody. We'll see you Friday night.
Going the distance with local sports. Covering the Loretto Mustangs, Summertown Eagles, and Lawrence County Wildcats. Basketball, football, baseball, and more. This is the X Sports Network.